And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, all depending on when and where you're logging in from. And welcome to this EtherChain presentation. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andreas Kartud, coming to you from Malmö, Sweden. I'm the creator of this smart contract, and I'm here to explain to you exactly how this works. And it is my pleasure to do so. So thank you everybody for coming on. We're going to start sharing the screen. If anybody has any questions that they would like to take up or that they would like to ask about the program, please put them in the chat box at the end of the presentation and I will be happy to answer them all. Now, we are going to go straight into the presentation. So let me share the screen and let's take it from there. So we are looking at the world's first decentralized community support fund. It's called EtherChain. Right now, it is the hottest smart contract on the market, and it's not just going to be right now. It's going to be for months and years and decades to come. EtherChain has a true vision. This is a DeFi support model, which is built on smart contract technology. It's built by the people and it's built for the people. It is the most transparent, peer-to-peer, decentralized support system in the entire world. And this is what we're going to look at. But before we go into EtherChain, I want us to have a quick look at what a smart contract is, because we need to have a basic understanding of what it is and how this is executed, because it brings so much trust towards it. Now, a smart contract, easily explained, is a self-executing contract. It has a program protocol to follow, and it's deployed on the public blockchain, meaning that it's fully transparent and visible to all. Now, a smart contract can store any kind of value, and it can execute any kind of transfers when the requirements of that contract has been met. So it's basically like an original contract. You write a contract between two parties or more, and when the requirements of the contract between these parties have been met, it's being executed. Now, you usually use a third party for this. That is what's the brilliant idea about smart contract is. Because here, it has the characteristics of being immutable. That means you can't change it. It's tamper-proof, scam-proof, fair, just, and is fully transparent. It acts strictly according to the pre-written rules of the contract. Nothing less, nothing more. It is 100% decentralized, and that means that there's no central point of control like a company or any authority of this contract. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be shut down, and nobody can ban you from the program. This is a decentralized smart contract deployed on the public Ethereum blockchain. There are also no limits to what a smart contract algorithm actually can do. Now, the smart contract there itself is simply there to perform the action it has been programmed to do. And it does so when the contract requirements have been met automatically, without the need of that third party or any human intervention at all. We're now having a way that creates trust between two people without the need of that third party to verify things. Now, let's have a look at EtherChain. Now, the EtherChain smart contract has been designed to provide everyone with a DeFi support fund. Now, for those of you who don't know what DeFi means, it is a shortening for decentralized finance. Now, this is fully based on the Ethereum blockchain and smart contract technology. Any participant can contribute Ethereum towards this community fund and support the EtherChain community members. And by doing so, the contract code will be activated towards them, and the supporter will now start to receive support back themselves from other community members. Now, EtherChain is 100% decentralized and a community-based project. This means that there are no guarantee nor additional profits generated in this project. All that you receive from EtherChain is received from other community members, as this is a peer-to-peer support model. You support others and others support you. Now, EtherChain can be viewed as a decentralized third party that ensures fairness, transparency, and justice for all according to the algorithm code. It does what it says to do. Anybody can read it. It is open source. So if you agree to the terms, you activate it. If you don't, you do not. That is the beauty. And even better, there are no mediators or intermediaries. No owner, no company, there's no CEO, there's no human interaction whatsoever. And that is effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners and partners' funds according to the rules of the smart contract. So it is the most reasonable, safest, and by far the best cutting-edge financial support model available at this time. Now, let's look at how it works. Well, you can deposit Ethereum to the EtherChain Community Fund, and you will now activate the contract code. 24 hours after, you will start to receive the first support in the form of a 1% daily return. So you will receive a 1% daily return until 310% of your deposit has been received as support from the community. That 310% can be received in 4 different ways. You have one which everyone participates in, which is 100% passive. And then you have 3 optional, which is by marketing. Now, when you have received the 310% support from the community, from any of these 4 ways, a new deposit needs to be made equal or greater to activate a new 310 limit to continue receiving from the fund. Or you don't deposit and you don't receive anymore. Now, the 4 ways is as following. The 1% daily return on your deposit. This goes for a maximum of 310 days. It is 100% passive to all community members. Out of 21,000 members we have, 21,000 members have received from the community fund. Now, we also have a 10% direct referral commission for those who help to share and grow the community and its fund. They will also receive a matching commission on their partners' daily 1%, and anyone and everyone can be a part and competing about the daily top sponsor pool. And this goes by 5% of all deposits coming into EtherChain. So let's have a look at them in detail. Now, the daily 1% return on your deposit is pretty straightforward. It is 1% of the amount given as support to the community. It will be given back daily to all users by the system algorithm up to the point when the maximum income limit of 310% is received. So let's suppose that you support the fund with 5 Ethereum. You are now eligible to receive 15.5 Ethereum back. Every 24 hours, you will receive 0.05 Ethereum until 310 days, or until you receive the maximum 310 through any of the other 3 ways, whichever reaches first. That means if you participate in helping to grow this community and community fund, receiving the 10% direct commission and matching commission, and maybe even the top sponsor pool, it all accumulates towards your 310 limit. Everything and anything you receive from EtherChain goes towards the 310 limit. Now let's have a look at the direct commission. The direct commission is awarded to the sponsor when a direct partner makes a deposit. And this is not just for the first deposit, it also goes for any future redeposits that might happen. It is 10% of the deposited amount that goes to the sponsor. So let's say that your direct partner deposits 10 Ethereum, you will receive 1 Ethereum as your instant commission. There are no limits to how many direct partners you can have. This is a uni-level structure, meaning that you're building wide and there are no limits. Now, as said, all commissions apply towards the 3.1 times limit. Now, let's have a look at the matching commission, because this is the hidden gem in the entire marketing plan. And not a lot of people have understood the power and the leverage that we're utilizing in this matching comp plan. Now, the matching commission, this is very important. The matching commission is based upon your partner's 1% daily return. And the matching is awarded every single time a downline partner makes a withdrawal of that 1%. So that means the matching is not calculated upon any 10% direct commission, any matching commission received, or if you win the daily top sponsor pool. The matching commission is based upon or calculated and based upon the 1% daily return that your partner receives. Now, the levels of matching that you will receive will be based upon how many direct partners you have. So you will actually have 1 level added for each direct referral all the way up to 15 levels. That means if you have 3 directs, you'll receive matching commission on all partners 3 levels down. 10 directs, you will have matching commission on all partners 10 levels down, or 15 directs or more, you will have matching commission on all partners on 15 levels and down. This is a way where you can actually create yourself a passive residual income based on smart contracts. There are community leaders, there are people, there are builders that are already doing anything from 0.5 to 5 to close to 10 Ethereum on a daily basis. They're receiving this from the fund every single day. And why? Because they have contributed so much to the fund. They brought so many in. They led their community to build big, to help support the fund. That is the key. Anyone and everyone can create themselves a passive residual income by helping to share and grow this community fund. Now let's have a look at the daily top sponsor pool. This is an amazing incentive for all the marketers and all the builders and anybody that participates in helping to grow this community, of course. Now, 5% of every single deposit that comes into EtherChain is added into the daily top sponsor pool. 10% of this pool will be awarded to the top 4 sponsors of Ethereum volume every single day. That means every single day, 10% of this pool goes out, 90% is rolled over to the next day to continue to increase the rewards of this pool. Right now, the daily top sponsor pool, guys, is about 380 Ethereum. That means 38 Ethereum is being shared among the top 4 producers every single day. And that allocation of those 10% will go 40, 30, 20, and 10. That's more than 15 Ethereum to the person who brings in the most Ethereum to this community in one single day. I believe it's 7 to number 2, 4. It's amazing. You can see it all on the website. This is a huge incentive for anyone to build this community. Now, let's have a look at the deposit functions. We have a minimum and a maximum deposit limit. And the reason for this is in order to increase and maximize the sustainability of this project. Now, the first deposit is a minimum of 0.1 Ethereum, and you can deposit all the way up to 10 Ethereum. Once you made a deposit, you will need to receive the full 310% and withdraw this before you can make a second. You cannot top up, you cannot compound, you cannot redeposit quickly. You need to receive the full 310, then you can make a second one. Now, the second one needs to be equal or greater than the previous, and you can now deposit all the way up to 30 Ethereum. The third deposit needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 90. And the fourth and any after, meaning there's unlimited deposits, needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 200. So 200 is the maximum amount that you can support the community fund with at once, but you can support the fund unlimited times. Receive the 310, support it again. Receive the 310, support it again. That is the genius king about EtherChain. Now let's have a look at the full algorithm distribution of the funds coming in. So out of the 100% that goes into EtherChain, 1% goes away as a platform fee. 5% goes away to the daily pool. 10% is paid out instantly as direct referral commission. Well, a total of 84% of every single deposit will be stored in the contract and distributed through the daily 1%, including the matching bonus, to the entire community. That is why 21,000 members out of 21,000 have received from this community fund. 84% of whatever you do goes to the community fund and is being distributed to the entire community. And that also means that 84% of what the entire community does goes towards you. That is what I call a true team build or a true community build. We all support each other. All right, finishing off with a couple important notes here. EtherChain is, as we know, a community-based project. That means, as we said earlier, there are no additional income or profit generated. It is a peer-to-peer support model. It is 100% decentralized. There's no owners, there's no company, there's nobody who controls this. It is a smart contract, and that's it. Peer-to-peer transactions through that smart contract. Now, everybody can receive 310%. This is the most fair, just, and equal fund you will ever find. Everyone receives 1%. Everyone receives 310. When the 310 is received, you can make a new deposit to continue to receive from any of these 4 ways. The minimum entry is 0.1 Ethereum. That means we're open globally to all participants. There's no restrictions. All you need is a little bit of Ethereum and an Ethereum wallet. And the unique, of course, is that there are no referrals required in order to receive. Guys, the 1% pays out every single day to every single member, 100% passive. And of course, as we've been speaking about, you can increase the speed of your returns, that 310, by helping out to grow the community fund through marketing and sharing of EtherChain. It is as simple as this. The more you do to support this fund, to support this community, the more you will receive. That is how simple it is. The more you do, the more you receive. So guys, take action, because EtherChain is developing a complete ecosystem of DeFi services surrounding and supporting EtherChain. EtherChain is merely the first phase. This is the foundation, the base. We're now going to deploy several DeFi services that will be generating an additional income to its users. And from there, a percentage will go to fuel the EtherChain fund, generating additional income streams going directly into the community fund, supporting the community members. We have a lot coming up. DEX changes, lending, stablecoin pools. There is tons and tons of things we can do that we are already doing. We are beta testing. We are going through a lot of work, and I cannot wait to be sharing all of these things with you. But the most important thing to know is that EtherChain is the main. Nothing will ever be done if it does not benefit EtherChain and its community members. We have made the first step by deploying Tron Chain on the Tron blockchain. That is a duplicate of EtherChain on the Tron blockchain. We're now being able to capture an entire new market. And EtherChain stands as admin to Tron Chain. And right now we have a 3% admin fee that will go through the EtherChain fund. So 3% of all deposits going into Tron Chain will be converted to Ethereum and be deposited to the contract address of EtherChain. So now we actually already have the first smart contract platform on a separate blockchain supporting the EtherChain community. And we will deploy and be among the first to deploy DeFi services on the Tron blockchain, capturing an entire new market there as well, fueling both Tron Chain and EtherChain. Guys, we have an amazing journey ahead of us. We are barely scratching the surface. I cannot wait to share everything with you. I do need to be a little bit cautious. I cannot talk about everything. What we need to focus on as a community is to build a community, to share with everybody how EtherChain can help them, how it can help and support them and their loved ones, how it can make a difference for them, as it has already done for thousands and thousands of people around this world. Guys, together we stand strong. Together we can make a difference, and we are going to do so. Now, with that, we're going to drop off the presentation itself. We're going to jump into a little bit of a Q&A, guys. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand or you can type it in the chat box. I see we have 2 hands up. We are going to look at Dr. 9999. You are unmuted, my friend.
Hi, Mr. Andrea. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you today?
I am Dr. Anupam Sharma from India.
Ah, nice to meet you. I know you.
Very happy with EtherChain project. It's a fantastic system.
Glad to hear.
But there is a question from people who ask how long this system will run. One question. So that
Yes,
I already given them the answer, but I want everybody on this call to hear from your mouth, because so many new guests are there. You can clear it more. Yeah, you please clear it.
So, yes. So when you ask the question, how long can EtherChain be sustained? My direct answer is as long as the community wants it to sustain. So it is a community build. You know, that is exactly what it is. Exactly the same thing as Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin became what the community wanted of it. Now, I don't want to have a drastic comparison like that EtherChain is like Bitcoin, but in the sense and in the concept, it will become what the community does of it. If we want this to run for years and years and years, it will run for years and years and years. But we have a much, much larger vision than this. EtherChain is much more than just a smart contract, just so much more than just one of those that are being deployed. We have a true vision behind the whole thing. EtherChain, with the code it has, being a complete community build, is sustainable for several years. Our mission and our ultimate goal is to develop and create and deploy this ecosystem of decentralized financial services on smart contract on the blockchain, which can generate an additional income to the fund, so that it is not just based on new deposits coming in, not just support from community members, but that we have platforms where global participants from all over the world that is not even a part of the community of EtherChain is utilizing these services and generating an additional income to the community fund, supporting the original community of EtherChain itself. Because everything that we will deploy with the sole purpose of serving EtherChain and its community. That is why we want to tap into DeFi. It is the future of cryptocurrency. In 1 month ago, $4.2 billion were locked in the DeFi smart contracts on Ethereum blockchain. Today, 7.3 billion is in. That's just 1 month later. That's more than $3 billion going into DeFi services on the Ethereum blockchain in 30 days. Let me tell you this. The Tron blockchain does not have or offer any DeFi services yet. Justin Sun is about to launch the first two this month, August 19th and the 31st, I think. We are going to deploy DeFi services on the Tron blockchain, becoming the first one to capture that market, and not just tapping into the $7 billion market on Ethereum, but capturing the entire $7 billion market on the Tron blockchain. And everything and anything we do will be fueling our main funds. So the ultimate goal, the ultimate vision is that this will be a decentralized financial ecosystem that will be able to support millions and millions of people, not just for months, but for decades, 30, 40, 50, that it will not stop ever. That is the main goal.
Great to hear that. And what I replied to that fellow, as long as in a system, the number of people coming into the system and the number of funds coming into this doesn't stop, it will never stop.
Correct.
There's a continuous flow of funds into the system, as well as new people also. Everybody is getting his ID renew after 310% only. And the timing and date and day is all different from different people. So they are getting their funds regularly. That's 1% daily is very, very good. And who will work actively, they will receive their generation income as well as direct referral income.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes.
That was that.
A lot of people. Oh, sorry. Yes.
One person asked me, it's a decentralized system, that is okay. But the developer who developed this system, we never know what type of program they have, deployed in the system. His doubt was, anytime the creator of the system or any developer, they can withdraw the funds and they can make it empty at any second. Can you clarify that also?
Yeah, of course. So I'm getting this question a lot. So in the contracts, everybody can see everything. It's open source. And the thing is that, people find what they're looking for. If people look for a self-destruct code, they will find it. There is a self-destruct code there. And that will be everything they see. And they will be creating a lot of FUD instead of actually reading the contract and see that the only one that can call the self-destruct function was the grand owner. And the grand owner, it doesn't exist. Before we verified the contract, we transferred the grand ownership of EtherChain away to the Genesis address 0x0000, which is an address which nobody holds the key to, and it's an infamous address where developers and programmers are burning any kinds of tokens, contracts, Ethereum that they need, because once it's there, nobody can access it. And it's there. I mean, it's clearly written in the code that dev leaves the contract without owner. The grand ownership is transferred to the Genesis 0x address. This can be viewed in the code. It can be read there. And we did an audit on it. We have an official audit certification where it says there are no backdoors. There are no way to steal or any funds. There are no bugs that can do anything to the contract. We are 100% clear and decentralized.
Is there any private key to the smart contract? I think no.
No.
So if there is no private key, so nobody can access into the system.
No one can access the contract. Nobody can access the funds. Nobody can access the code. Nobody can do, or we can access the code. We can see the code, but nobody can change the code.
Okay,
so,
and the program which we have designed, like the programming of the system, it cannot be edited, deleted, or changed anytime.
No.
So it will run as it is for a long time.
Yes.
Decades.
Correct. It will not ever change.
So most important part of the system is if I have a team of 100 people, so me including 101 people in the system, this is a system in the world where 100 out of 100 people are 100% happy because they are getting their 1% daily, and the withdrawal 24 hours after the period of 24 hours, anybody can withdraw the funds. So all the team members are 100% happy and they are doing their well, and they have started recruiting people because they are always into a state of positive mind state. They are always positive. So they are growing now.
Very good, very good. Glad to hear it. Not to cut you off, my friend, but if you don't have any questions, I really need to stop because there's other people who would like to come on as well.
Thanks a lot for answering my questions, Mr. Andrea.
Thank you so much, my friend. I'll speak to you the next one again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, my friend, thank you. Let us bring on quickly Mr. Singh. You are unmuted. Sonu Singh. If you're not coming in, let us try to bring on Mr. Arul K. I will unmute you. Are you there? All right, not seeing that yet. So we are going into the question. Let's see what we have in the chat box. Let's see here, just quickly. First and foremost, guys, thank you so much for the incredible support and everything that you guys are saying, all the kind words and everything. You know, great things in business never, ever, ever happen by just one person. It's always a team of people. And none of this would have been possible if it weren't for you guys. So I want to applaud each and every one of you for everything that you guys are doing. You're doing a tremendous and a massive effort to bring this to the world around. But it's also because we share the same vision about being able to create this truly decentralized financial support system that we can actually live and thrive off for years and years to come, supporting millions and millions of people. So thank you all for sharing this vision with me. Thank you all for everything that you guys are doing. I'm lost of words. All right, let me see here, back to the questions. Let's see. All right, so do you mean that if I deposit today, do I have to wait 310 days before I make another deposit? If you are completely passive, yes. If you are only here making your deposit and receiving your 1% a day, it will take 310 days to receive the full 310 before you can make a second deposit. Now, if you do, as a lot of other people on this call does, you help to share this community, you know, and you'll earn 10% direct commission. You can complete a cycle in one day and you can make a second deposit. Now, if my friend here would like to, I would actually like to bring on one of our main top leaders, Mr. Guillermo. Mr. Guillermo, would you like to come on just for a couple of seconds to talk a little bit about recyclings and redeposits? Let me unmute you here. Guys, meet Mr. Guillermo Joya, our top leader from, well, you're in the US, right?
The USA, yes, yes.
I thinking that, but you do have a big Latin American team as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't started the Latin American team yet.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that, though.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming.
Exactly. So how does cycling works? You know, how does this work? You know, with redeposits, and you know, if you work the system or not work the system, could you want to maybe share that with the community?
Yes. So the cycling system is very easy. It works 100%. You know, as soon as you make your deposit, the dashboard calculates what 310% is. So if you put 1 Ethereum in, it'll tell you, okay, you're going to get 3.1 back. And as soon as you start sharing the opportunity with others, you get the immediate 10% fast start bonuses. Then when they withdraw, you get the matching. And all of this accumulates very, very quickly because people understand the vision of EtherChain. And there's a lot of people out there that they don't want to wait 310 days. Like I remember the first day that I enrolled in EtherChain, I cycled 310% the first day. And I think I've gone now at this point somewhere between 10 and 15 cycles.
Nice.
And it's only been 5 weeks. So the program works 100%. I've never had any errors at all. I think I've gained already close to 30-something Ethereum, which is $14,000. And this is in 5 weeks.
Well done,
and for people that want to know, when I started here with EtherChain, I started with a $100 deposit of 0.5. But I built a network. I believed in the vision. I looked at the code. I came on the Zooms. I've been building nonstop, 10 hours a day, getting people in, and everybody's happy because every single person in EtherChain is making money. And this is something that I honestly wished, would have been invented maybe 5-6 years ago, because it would have been a lot different. So I'm very, very happy, with EtherChain. I'm not going anywhere at all. I'm 100% focused because I understand, like, you say in your videos, if you want to give support, you got to get support. So you got to support the community as much as you can. I see a whole bunch of these copycat projects that come out every day. Some of them last a week, but EtherChain was built to last. So all my members are 100% focused on building because they see the potential. It starts off slow, but then it just snowballs into a crazy thing. And when you got other members on your team cycling as well, you start getting paid over and over again. And it's coming to the point that at this point, I'm hitting 310% 2 times in 1 day.
That's amazing. That's so amazing.
So I'm very, very happy with EtherChain. Thank you, Andreas, for creating this.
Thank you so much, Guillermo. I mean, it's an awesome pleasure to have you with us. You're doing a tremendous job, and keep on cycling, keep on earning, and you just keep on supporting, because the more you do, the more you get. That is the simple vision of the entire world. It is. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing that as well. I hope that was a good question there, or good information for everybody as well. Let's go move forward here. Let me see here. How can I okay, so how can gas fee? How can I control the gas fee? The gas fee is nothing that you can control, unfortunately. The gas fee right now is seeing an all-time high due to the massive surge in the DeFi and the DApp and in the smart contract industry. The Ethereum blockchain is experiencing so much traffic going on right now, and that is what's causing these high fees. I was sending a transaction earlier today, 111 giveaway. That is insane. I mean, cancel right away. But the only thing we can do is actually just study the blockchain a little bit and see when is the traffic high, when is it low, what time of day would it be better for you to make a withdrawal or make a deposit. In certain, depending on what time zone you're in, it will be early morning or early evening or midday, midnight. So just keep an eye on the blockchain. Try to click a withdrawal every second hour until you see that the withdrawal fee is less than you're used to. You can also go and check on ETH gas station .info. That is the Ethereum gas station where you can actually see the current or the low, the average, and the high recommended one. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm just reading, guys. All right, so once we achieve 300% support in the first cycle, what is the duration the system allows us to add funds into the second cycle? So 310%. So, all right, so when you make a deposit, we make a deposit. Let me see, get the pen. We make a deposit into the fund. The fund will give us out 310%. Now, when you have received, let's say that you receive, you withdraw after, and you receive after a month, you receive 30%, and you're doing this passive. Now you receive 30%. That means that you can withdraw another 280%. So as you accumulate and as you withdraw, you will see that the income limit, as Guillermo was talking about, that you will have visible, that will decrease. So it's not anything about reaching 300%. It's when you have withdrawn the 310%, that is when you will need to make a new deposit. So when you have, if you withdraw every 10 days, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, that means you're withdrawing 31 times totally to get the 310%. After you withdrew that 31st time, that's when the system will want you and need you to do a new deposit, or the income will stop. You cannot withdraw anymore. So it's no duration. There's no limit on that one. Once you have withdrawn, earnings stop. Once you make a new deposit, earnings is activated again. Can it be done immediately after withdrawal? Yes, you can do it immediately after withdrawal. So once you made that last final withdrawal that kind of clears out your income limit down to zero, you can instantly make a new deposit, because now the income limit is zero and you would need to activate it to continue the earnings, so to say. Why and how 310% in one day? All right, let's break it down. So let's say that I am putting 1 Ethereum in and I can receive 3.1 Ethereum back. And I go crazy. I go out and I share this and I bring in a ton of people, and people on my front line put in more than 31 Ethereum. Let's say that I have 4 people that goes in with 10 Ethereum each. That means in a direct commission, I just earned 4 Ethereum, right? But I can only withdraw, I'm only eligible to get 3.1. So what does the system do? Well, I can take the withdrawal. It will limit me to take my 3.1. The remaining 0.9 will be in your account, and you can withdraw it once you have made a new deposit and activated a new limit. Because as soon as you have withdrawn the 310%, in any way, if that's from 10% direct commission, from matching commission, from winning the top sponsor pool, or just accumulating the 1%, or all together, it all goes towards the 310. Once you receive 310, you received all you were supposed to receive from the fund, and then you need to go another one. So 310 in one day, yes, a lot of people are doing that. You just go out and help build a community. Let me see. Our money increased 210%, not 310%. Yes, that is absolutely true. I don't think I have ever claimed or said anything else. You make a deposit to the fund, and you will receive 1% daily until you have received 310% of that deposit back. That means 100% initial, 210 profit. A friend is still asking how the 1% daily is generated. Now, this is a frequently asked question, so I think we need to put this up on the website. But we are a community fund. We're a community build. Everything that you receive from EtherChain, you receive from other community members supporting this community as well. Now, we do have one additional income stream already. 3% of all deposit that goes to Tron Chain will be converted to Ethereum and be deposited to EtherChain. I will actually do this a little bit later today. I will document it and I will take it, put everything down and make sure that all the hash IDs and transaction IDs are there for everybody to see that this is being done as well. We're going to see the accumulated amount that it had, the 3% is over the last 10 days. We're going to convert it to Ethereum live. We're going to deposit it live. Everybody's going to see this. So now the 1% or the 310 return is generated both by the community building it and by an additional income stream coming from Tron-chain. More to come as well. Let me see here. All right, looks like, thank you everybody for helping out in the chat as well. You know, before I even get to the question, you guys have replied them 10 times over. I love it. This is how, how a real community is supposed to be. I love waking up in the morning, going into the chain group and just reading all that positivity, been hammering in overnight while I'm sleeping. I'm waking up and, it just makes your day coming in. It's unique. Out of 21,000 members, we don't have one unhappy member. Not one single. And why? Because everyone receives daily. Everyone receives what they're supposed to receive, when they're supposed to receive it. If it's said to come, it will come. This is so much different from what we're used to, working with these companies and corporates and systems and CEOs that doesn't really know what they're doing. Guys, we as a community can do this 10 times better, 100 times better, because we are what the companies were needing. We are what the CEOs were thriving on. We were the ones building their stuff. I'm going to watch my language here. We were the ones. Now we are the ones building it for ourselves. There is no CEO. There is no owner. There is no company that can screw things up or run away. It is the smart contract, and it is us. It is you, it is me, it is us. That is a breath of fresh air. And guys, with that, I want to thank each and every one of you coming on, and we're going to drop it off here. We've been on for about 45 minutes. I can't say anything else than it. I love you all. You guys are seeing the vision. You're trusting the process. You're sharing everything with everything, your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. This is amazing. We are writing history. We're paving the way in uncharted territory right now, but we're definitely writing history. We're going to make sure that we're doing this together. In 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, people are going to look back and remember the start, the launch, the first deployment of the EtherChain ecosystem and the main fund that has now, over those 10 years, supported hopefully billions of people. Guys, we have a vision, we have a mission. Let's make it happen. Together we are stronger, always, in all ways. Let's go out there and make it happen. Thank you, each and every one of you, for all that you're doing. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, guys.